What's up, everybody, and welcome back to House of a Warrior. My name is Lauren Adoyo. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you're an old gang, please keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to check us out, and let's fill this house up. Okay, so today I want to go back to the basics, of sickle cell, and I want to take us back because I have recently gotten a lot of new members. Thank you so much for joining the family. Please keep telling a friend to tell a friend. Now that you're a gang, also keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to check us out, and let's fill this house up. So for the sake of all my new subscribers, I want to go back to the basics because it was recently World Sickle Cell Day, and I just want us to do a refresher course, if I may. So we're gonna do a refresher course, and I'm gonna start with the 5 facts that everyone needs to know. This is basic knowledge on sickle cell. So these are some of the things that if you actually know a lot. If you know these 5 things, you actually know quite a lot about sickle cell. So without wasting any time, we're just gonna jump straight into these facts. And our number 1 is that obviously sickle cell is an inherited disease. This one is a fact. How you get sickle cell is you have to inherit 2 abnormal genes from both your parents, okay? And I am not contagious just because I have sickle cell. That is a myth. I'm not gonna give you sickle cell by giving you a hug or shaking your hand. And I am also not cursed, as we were told before, as our fathers, our parents, before there was no knowledge of sickle cell, there was no awareness whatsoever. Nobody knew what sickle cell was, and so the assumption was that this is witchcraft. This person is cursed, this one is bewitched. Like, how could you be hurting from an unknown thing? So first off, nobody is cursed. This is a disease like any other. The only difference is that this is inherited. So do not be afraid to come say hi to me. Do not be afraid to mingle with me. I am okay. I am fine. This thing is in my bloodstream, okay? Secondly, I have notes over here, so you're gonna see me looking down once in a while. Sickle cell disease has been assumed to be an African disease, a black people disease. This is false. Anyone, and I repeat, anyone can get sickle cell. It all depends on your genetics. This is why we create awareness, okay? Because if the more people knew that they have to test, you have to test yourself and your spouse, to see if you have this disease, so that to avoid or to reduce the risk of your children, of your offspring being born warriors, then half the work is done for us, okay? So the only thing is test. Test your girlfriend, test your boyfriend. If this is a person that you guys are considering having children with, test. So this is a myth that it is only an African based disease or something like that. It can attack anybody from any race can get sickle cell, depending on your genetics, okay? Third fact on my list is that sickle cell has no cure, and this is a fact, and I say it with boldness because this is what I believe, and this is what is the reality as of now, as of today, 20 what day of the month. It is a known fact that sickle cell has no disease, okay? There are therapy out there that have been assumed to be cures, and this therapy include the stem cell transplant, which is also just the bone marrow transplant. That's another name for it. And also gene therapy. Okay, so this therapy, they may slow down the progression of sickle cell in your body, but they're not actually cures. People who go through this still need to take their sickle cell maintenance drugs. They still once in a while go into a sickle cell crisis. It is not hopeless to do these therapies if you can afford it. That is, if you can do it, if you have a donor, go ahead and get it done, because you will not be let's say in the bracket of the people who are really suffering, extreme suffering from sickle cell. You will have reduced that gap by a lot. So it is not a lost cause to do these therapies. Go ahead and do them. And what I'm just saying is that they are not cures. Okay, so that number 3 is also a fact. Okay, my number 4 is that sickle cell is not a death sentence. This is true. There are medication that we use. There are this therapy that I have just mentioned. If you eat a good balanced diet, if you have a good support that is there for you, a good support system, you are able to live as long as you can. You can have children. I have children. Like, I am a living testimony that with sickle cell, nothing is impossible. We can live full lives. Yes, it is a very, very difficult disease to live with. It has many risks, and everything is a risk to us. I mean, everything, yeah? So just be positive. Have someone you can talk to, because your mental health is also very, very important, and it is directly linked to the amount of crisis that you go into. So all these things all together can help you live a very full life. So sickle cell is not a death sentence at all. Yes, we agree that it is a fatal disease and has many, many complications that could lead to death, but that has not been, that is not what is written in the Bible. If I can go with that, I can tell you, you're okay. Just be strong and believe in yourself. We are fine. Okay, my last fact is that people living with sickle cell disease are on daily medication. This is true. We are on daily medication, and this can be annoying, you guys. This can be exhausting, and above everything else, this is expensive. It is really, really expensive to keep up with these drugs, but we need these drugs. Why? Because they help prevent infections. That is first. Secondly, they help preserve our organs. Okay, they also help our bodies produce more red blood cells, because for a warrior, our red blood cells die every 10 to 20 days compared to a normal human being whose red blood cells are alive for 120 days. So guess what? Yes, we have to be on this daily medication, but only because we need them, only because they are very important to our well-being and to ensuring that we are here for longer. So if you thought that was a myth, that is not a myth. That is a fact. So support your warriors if you can, financially, just being there, just being a friend, just being a shoulder to lean on, just being someone they can talk to. Support your warriors, because we need it. It is a lot to deal with, and but it is manageable. That is what I'm trying to say. It is manageable. Anyway, I have come to the end of my video today. I hope you found these 5 facts very helpful. I hope I taught you something. Please pass it on and also teach someone else. Let's spread awareness of this disease, this very silent but also very serious disease, and let's keep educating people. September is coming, which is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and we're going to be doing more of these videos in days to come, just so that the message is out there loud and clear for everybody to hear and understand us. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Next week I'm gonna be back again. Okay, in my next video, let me not make promises. In my next video, we're gonna be talking about another topic on sickle cell, something that most of you are curious about: the sickle cell pain, how the crisis feels like, what causes it, all these types of things. We're going to cover it in my next video, so be sure to join me next time as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you've reached this far, please subscribe. It is free. Please help us reach to 1,000 subscribers. We are well on our way there, and I will really, really appreciate it. For all of us, as always, let's keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to check us out, and let's fill this house up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.